Hello, welcome to another episode of Two Guys, Two Beers podcast. I'm your host today, Phantom, and with my co-host today,
Max Q.
How are you doing today, Max?
I'm good. Can't complain. It wasn't too bad of a day here in Savannah.
No, well, how you like the race, the president race 2.0?
It sucks.
I understand, but we still don't have a president, supposedly, so we're going to find out by maybe Saturday who's our president.
No, I mean, there are talks about it lasting until Christmas.
Yeah, either way, we don't have a president right now.
Yeah, we do.
We don't have a confirmed president right now.
I was going to say, we have a president until what? I don't remember what day. I think it's like January or something.
I think it's the day after Martin Luther King's birthday or something like that. I think that's the inauguration that I'm never going to watch. I mean, I feel like the inauguration is just boring.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I've never watched them. I don't really care. As long as I know who wins.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out by Christmas. Maybe your Christmas gift will be who won the presidency.
Yeah. Let's hope Trump.
I don't really care. Trump. Certain stuff Trump going to do to take away stuff and you ain't going to be happy.
Like what?
Oh, if you take away the Obamacare Act.
I mean, they're going to replace it.
I mean, replace it with what? It's the same thing. If you never say with what, I don't believe you're going to replace it with shit.
I mean, even then, the states would still have availability to do it anyway.
I mean, just like how you said, if the president take it away, I feel like a lot of states would be like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to give you anything.
Most states already do.
I mean, most states does because it was already in for like, I mean, technically, the amount of money you make, you can't afford. I mean, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, true.
But let's talk about, let's get off the president race until we actually get a confirmed president because we can go back and forth.
Yeah.
We kind of see who president you voting for.
Yeah. Well, there's mostly racist reasons for that, but
I mean, both of them racist to me, but hey, what do I know?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, you've never actually given me any proven statements that Trump actually said something racist.
I mean, we could bring up statements about how he sold out his 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see proof of that.
Okay, well, this podcast, I will show you the proof, just like every other time when I bring up something. But let's talk about Hurricane Eta.
Yeah, so apparently it hit landfall in Honduras, right?
Honduras and Nicaragua. A Category 4 hurricane. It destroyed 13 bridges, 14 roads, and 339 homes. I feel like it's a lot more stuff that got destroyed. They just trying to make it seem like it's only that little stuff that got destroyed.
I mean, probably. Either that or, I mean, you got to remember most of the people probably don't have, like, outside world contact.
Yeah. Well, most of the destruction hit, like, the coastal area. Because I talked to some Honduras people, and they said if you stay more inland, you just got a whole bunch of rain. But according to them, a lot of places over there got over 3 feet of rain. So that's going to start floods, and with the mountains, start erosion, different stuff like that.
Landslides. Good old landslides. Especially if you're built on the sides of mountains and hills.
Yeah, I could just imagine the hill just fall down, especially with all this rain nonstop. And it says it's going to be like this for the next 2 weeks, so prayers go out to all the families out there. Plus, the wind was first hit Honduras and Nicaragua at 140 miles per hour. Now it went down to over like 70, and they said probably going to go back down to 40, but then due to it hit the warm seas by Cuba and Florida, they said it's going to strengthen back up. So prayers go out to Cuba and Florida, and apparently it's going to go around the circle. So it's going to hit Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana again. So
did they update the track on it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The last time I looked at it right before this podcast, it looked like it's just going to do like a inside the Gulf of Mexico type loop.
I thought they were predicting it to go straight up through Miami and into Savannah-ish along the coastline. They must have changed it.
Last thing I seen was it's going to go like Miami, the inside of Florida. So Miami, Orlando, Tallahassee type area. Alabama and hit Louisiana, Mississippi.
All those poor people. Like they haven't went through enough this year.
I think that's crazy that this is pretty much going to be their third hurricane hit in 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy.
Not only that, this is like, they got one hit last month. Then they got one hit before, the month before. Then 2 weeks ago, a hurricane hit. And this is going to pretty much be a tropical storm to hit. So they still haven't got over, like, it's no way you could pump out all that water in 2 weeks. So I feel like it's about to be another big flood.
Well, most of it they can control. It's just as long as they don't get rain and stuff like that, then it'd be alright. I mean, mostly a lot will recede as soon as the hurricane leaves within a day or two.
I mean, but the problem is how much more feet of water is going to get rained on. Because they've already brought 3 feet of water to Honduras and Nicaragua. And just think about how much water, well, even though it hit land, if it's inside the Gulf of Mexico, how much more water is going to collect just to pour out.
True. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see exactly where it goes and what happens.
So far, Nicaragua, Honduras, and the other Central America countries said 12 million people have been affected by this hurricane. So prayers go out to them. And hopefully we don't get another hurricane this year, but you never know.
Yeah, well, the one that you got wasn't even that bad anyway. You got with like 40, 50 mile an hour winds and it was gone within like 2 hours.
Which one?
The only hurricane that happened in Savannah?
It's hurricanes that always happen in Savannah. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, there was only really one that had any sort of actual impact.
I mean, most hurricanes that hit Savannah really just fly over us. Really don't hit us. Like for the past 4 years that I stay here, no hurricanes really hit us. It hit us, but really don't affect us.
Huh. Good to know. Did not know that.
Like it hit, but for the most part, I guess since Savannah's so small, and you got to think about the part of Savannah. You see where I stay more inland. So, like, I don't stay on the coastal, so the way I see it, I feel like by the time I get to where we at, all the big winds and stuff is starting to hit the trees. And that's the only reason why I like where I stay at, because I know these trees are strong, because if not, they would have fell down by now. How much construction they do over here.
True that. I know, I seen they were taking away a lot of the trees alongside the highway, and I still haven't figured out why yet.
Yeah, I think that's dumb, because, like I said, going back to other podcasts, I feel like it's stupid to take away trees if we're not planting new trees. I don't care, what the trees does, or if it's a chance that the tree fall onto the highway. But I'd rather a tree fall on the highway and we get new oxygen compared to dealing with what we deal with now, where we don't have any oxygen or a cleaner supply of oxygen.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Because if you keep digging up all these trees, I mean, global warming and all type of different stuff can happen from this.
Very true. I know. It's just like us finally pulling out of the Paris thing. I feel like this is actually official this year.
What?
Whatever it is, like the Paris Agreement that we were in, that Obama signed into without asking Congress or the Senate.
What is what?
It's just like basically all the countries that are bigger want to sign into it, and basically you agree not to pollute so much. And Trump removed us from it.
I mean, but we shouldn't pollute as much.
I mean, I agree. I don't know. Apparently, people were trying to say that it's because of Obama not asking Congress and the Senate.
I mean, but we shouldn't pollute.
I mean, I agree. I'm just saying. I don't know. I was just giving you the reasons what I read, and I was just like, okay, I don't really care.
I mean, these people are idiots, so they really do. I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff that Obama did, a lot of people. I didn't agree with a lot of shit that Obama did, but the stuff that he did do, most of it should be kept, like the healthcare and then the pollution thing, because global warming is real. Like, the more and more these ice glaciers melt, the more and more the water going to raise. And I feel like the more and more the water raise, the stronger and stronger these hurricanes and typhoons and tsunamis going to be.
That's why I like all these people that are buying islands. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just like, do you not see what's happening? Like, I mean, unless you have an island that has a mountain on it and you're building on top of that mountain.
I think it's funny. Well, I kind of want to go to that island with the Fry Festival just so I can see the pigs and different stuff like that.
I mean, that's a different island that the song is not actually on that island.
I know that, but you seen the pigs. I want to, like, go to different islands like that just to, like, kind of just, like, I want to own an island, but the reason why I want to own an island, it's not a good reason. It's just, like, one of them arrogant things to be like, I own an island, and this is my land.
You just wanted to pick up chicks. Let's be real.
Well, that's the real reason. I was trying to keep it PG-13, but yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to have an airplane, and like I said, I'm going to have maids and stuff already that stay there 24/7. I'm going to give my maids and butlers options to be like, hey, if once a week, year, like a weekend or something, you can fly your whole family out here.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Man, as long as you aren't like some of these people. I was watching one YouTuber and they were, I'm not going to specifically say who just because I don't want them to call us out, but this girl that has a YouTube channel and she was like bragging about how she gave one of her employees that like cleans her house, she paid for her son to go to college, and we're not talking about like a top of the line college. We're talking about like a third world college.
Oh.
Yeah. And she was like, oh my God. And I'm like sitting here looking and I'm like seeing the money she's handing her. She like handed her a shoebox full of money that was probably like $5,000 US. And I was like, really? I was like, I know what your YouTube channel does, and I know what, you know, for what she does and what she, I guess, deals with. Like, she has to make so much money. Because, like, I bet you at least every one of her episodes, she's involved with something that's at least $1 million.
Oh, I believe it. I know that a lot of people are, instead of donating and like actually making a difference, people just donating for social media. Because I'm pretty sure she was clickbait of her, like the YouTube video photo would be her giving the shoebox to the maid.
Yeah, it was like her holding a shoebox, and then like the main caption was like, I give my employee money for her son to go to college. And I was like, okay, if it really was actual like a decent amount of money, like it's not like she handed her, you know, 50,000 euros. Like, she handed her, like, $50,000 in another country's money that's really not diddly dick.
Wow. So, she didn't even give them American dollars.
No.
She literally, like, got, let's say, like, I know, I went to Jamaica. I know Jamaican dollar compared to American dollar, the inflation rate. So, she pretty much just gave that person $5,000. $50,000 Jamaican dollars would probably turn it to, like, $5,000 American dollars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. Because like I said, I mean, you know, whenever you're talking about somebody who's dealing with $1 million merchandise, you know, for them to not make that much money is not believable. Plus that, and I know she gets into newer things that aren't released yet from special companies.
Well, I think I feel sorry for them. Well, you never know. Like, maybe I really don't know the whole situation, because people like that, they get what they deserve at the end, and like pretty soon, because like we both know, we reading up, YouTube is the YouTube vlog work is, YouTube is starting to change their algorithm payout, and you're not getting paid the same.
Nope, not at all. Especially not because of the coronavirus, because they're claiming that they're not making as much ad money, even though you literally see so many fucking ads now. It's unreal.
I mean, I feel like that's some bullshit, because I know when I was first at the house, all I used to watch was YouTube and Netflix just to catch up on shows. But then I think Corona has tired me out of all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. I really haven't watched much YouTube other than the news, just because like nobody's really doing anything exciting.
I mean, I only watch YouTube for sports, just to like the highlight plays or catch up on different things.
Yeah.
Or to read, like, see the newest anime coming out in Japan.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You know, I'm not into that, so
I know.
I'll just take your word for it.
I know. I didn't say it so that you could look it up. I just said it.